you know, because guys, don't do that. Oh, you meant the whole stack had been shuffled.
I don't know where it went. Good morning. I have been working on picking up the house all morning, essentially. I have all of my dishes here. I have this, my bubble wrap, and I have the tote I'm gonna put them in. So it's time to get working. This is probably gonna take a little bit because I have a bunch of dishes and then I have to pull everything down from up there and then put them in there as well. So I'm gonna be busy for a little bit. Lauren's working on math. Olivia's folding some laundry. Oh, I have to share again. Look at these. We're gonna be using them today, but man, they're huge. Okay, time to work. It was loud, so sorry. So I got all the plates and stuff in there, and I'm probably gonna make sure it's stuffed a little bit better, more solidly, but this is where I'm looking at, how I'm looking at keeping them for right now. So I have the little ones, my big ones, and then I have bowls here, just kind of tucked up aside. Now I gotta get all these glasses down. That's gonna take forever. They're all the way up there. This chair is breaking. This should be a little bit better. That thing's scary. Got all of them down. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to pack them. I think I'm just going to wrap around, and then these I'm going to stack them. Like wrap it and then stack them. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I am done. That went quicker than I expected. Lots of bubble wrap. And I know I probably overkilled it with the bubble wrap, or I could have used tissue paper or something different. But these are the plates that we got for our wedding, and the glassware was given to me by my mom, so I didn't want to have it damaged or anything, so I just decided to be a bit overprotective. It looks like it's pretty solid though. They're not wobbly or anything. They're in there pretty good. So hopefully nothing will get broken. We've already had one of the plates get broken. I don't know if it was a salad plate or what it was, but yeah, it got broken a long time ago. The one time we tried to use it in the house. So I hadn't used it since because I wanted to keep it nice, and I figured hopefully one day we'll have a nice house where I can put it in a nice display thing. I actually even have formal dining out in the shed. I don't want it to get damaged, and that's really nice.
Good morning. So I didn't get to say anything at lunch because my company was doing this big presentation thing, and I had to be there to help with some stuff, and got a burger out of it though, so that was kind of cool. So Lisa has taken to Ernest all this clearing out stuff. We've got a lot of what do we even call them? They're not manipulatives. Handout things from Abeka that need to be put up. Yeah.
These are the worst because they're all mixed up.
They do have some kind of order to them though, don't they?
They have order to them, it just takes forever to get them in it.
Yeah. So one thing Abeka's really big on is the flashcards, and they're not handouts. There's a word, I just can't see it right now. But visuals, yes, that's what it is, visuals. So they're real big on the visuals, which are great. They're big, they're easy to see, but when you've got 1 or 2 students, they're a little overkill. So we started using them for the beginning of the year, and they kind of got phased out over the course of that semester just because they're a little unwieldy when you have a whole bunch of them, and again, you're not showing a big classroom. This is math and language stuff combined. Probably a couple other subjects too.
There's a method to fixing it. It just takes forever.
Yeah, but since we're done with these for ever, maybe.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's just, there's so much to keep up with. Because right now I have addition and subtraction mixed. So what I do is I just get them all facing up where I can see their numbers and separate out the addition and subtraction. And then I sort them into the tens, like 1 to 10, 11 to 20, blah, 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 all the way through. And it goes up until like 150.
That's a big stack of cards. But
for each addition and subtraction. So I'm not kidding. It takes forever. But you have to shuffle them when you use them. I will never do this again. It's just a nightmare to clean up and keep up with.
We really need to replace our kitchen chairs at some point.
I stood on that one today, and it went vroom, like that. The legs went out a bit.
Like bowed out?
The things at the bottom aren't connected, so it slid down like that much. It actually happened on camera. So,
oh my, well that's not good.
No, it's not. I almost landed on the floor.
Looks unassuming enough, right? That's not good. Yep. So that one down there has snapped apart. All that looks pretty good up there, but that one piece down there kind of undermines the stability of the whole thing. And I think this one over here is kind of dangerous too.
These are not held up.
Well, we've had them for 9 years.
They should last. They're chairs. They should last longer than 9 years, shouldn't they?
I don't know. How long do wooden chairs with kids normally last?
I feel like they don't break the way these have broken, though. These are, like, broken.
Well.
But, I don't know. But you have to remember, usually at least 3 times a day, we're in these chairs every day, and they've been hauled all over the place.
And slid across the tile floor that's uneven with people sitting in them.
I know.
Even with them breaking, whatever we paid for them, we've gotten the money's worth out of them.
They were cheap chairs.
Yeah, I think the whole table set with the 6 chairs that we have, yeah, 6 chairs and the table that we use in the schoolroom,
was $400?
$400 maybe, and again, that was 9 or 10 years ago, so yeah, I'm okay with them being broken now. We'll just replace them with something that hopefully will be as good a value and last as long.
We should go to IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA would be
I was
really
wondering,
nice.
is on the way back from the conference, if we go through Charlotte,
ooh,
we can go
that's
to
a good idea.
Without kids.
Oh.
So they won't be fussing the whole time.
Oh, sweetie, that's a proper date.
I know.
You know, that also means if we buy something, we can fold the chairs down.
And actually fit it in the car.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't have to split your britches open to...
Oh my. I don't think we've ever shared what happened when we got this table here. We had gone to IKEA for the first time with the intent of buying this table. We had seen it on the webpage. It's the Stornjas or something like that. I can't pronounce Swedish, and my apologies for any Swedish viewers who ever see this. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just guessing. Anyway, so we picked up the table. We went there to get it, and it's really heavy. I knew it would be set up in the flat pack boxes, which I did some measurements, and will fit in our van. Just.
Did we have Luke then? Was that before Luke?
Were you pregnant with Luke, maybe?
Maybe I was pregnant. That's why I couldn't
help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a fit of, testosterone, I decided I can lift this onto the hood of the van, onto the roof of the van. And I can, just not the way I did it. So we were in a bit of a hurry because Ruth had visited some family up north, and we were going to the airport to pick her up, and we didn't want her to have to wait there for hours and hours. So we've got the table purchased. It took a little while to get it out of the car, and I say, all right, well, I'm just going to throw this thing on my shoulder and toss it up on the roof of the van and tie it down, because guys, don't do that. Just humility is a good thing. So in squatting down to pick up the table, I hear a rip. And at that point, I knew it was all over because my pants had ripped from my zipper to my knee. The jeans I was wearing ripped wide open, and every
time crotch.
Yeah. So this was before we picked up Ruth from the airport. So
and we hadn't eaten yet.
We hadn't eaten dinner. It was middle of the afternoon. I think I had to carry luggage in front of me to be, somewhat modest going through the airport. And then once we picked up Ruth and had her luggage loaded, I then proceeded to steal her sweater from her. and tie it around my waist backwards so that we could go to a restaurant and eat, and I wouldn't be exposing myself to all the patrons there.
It was hilarious, y'all.
So that's what I get to think about every time I sit down at our dinner table.
Was it just a little tear?
No, it was a huge tear. And we were taking Grandma home from the airport, so he had to borrow my jacket and wear it at the table while eating it.
And I forgot all about the jacket falling off when I stood up in IHOP.
Oh, fell off, and he's like,
Oh, you meant the whole stack had been shuffled.
The entire thing is all shuffled.
I didn't pick up on that's what you meant.
That's why I have to do it this way. But it works. It's just takes time.
All right, halfway through?
Halfway through. I got all the subtraction back in the thing. Now on to addition.
You haven't been doing it that long. I'm sure it feels like it's sitting there staring at basically the same thing over and over again.
I'm staring at that tiny little spot right there. Right there. That's it. I'm not looking at anything else, so I'm sitting here going cross-eyed and blind. Okay, I know I said a couple of days ago I was going to be working in the office, starting to clear out last year's, all of the curriculum, and clear it out so when we go towards the end of the month to buy the new curriculum, I have a place to put it. So I've gone ahead and I have sorted out most of the visuals that I had pulled. I had tons pulled. It took me forever. This is all the stuff that I have pulled out right now. This is just the bookwork stuff. I need to separate it out from the teachers versus the student stuff. I still have a couple little stacks here and there to put together. But I'm missing some of my visuals. I'm missing like maybe 7 sheets out of everything. My guess is I had them in a folder, separated out, ready to use for one day, and the folder got separated, so now I have to find it. Where it is, I don't know. I'm taking everything off of this over here. You can see the progress I've made. I've pulled all of my teacher's books that I had here that had all the visuals in it, and this was full of all my visuals. I'll be the first to admit, this area is a hot mess. That's the only thing I can call it. It is a disaster area all the time, but I'm working on it. I just don't have enough storage, so stuff is crammed wherever I can fit it. Don't ever doubt that there's not a lot of supplies, I guess is the word, needed for homeschooling. It is insane, all the stuff that I have everywhere. I have boxes upon boxes in the garage of old curriculums that we've used, because at this point, this is our 5th curriculum we've gone through. Okay, Lauren has done 3 years and Olivia's done 2. So that's 5 years worth of curriculum, student books and teacher books and all of that everywhere. So you gotta sort through it, and it's just a big ta-da. A lot of this stuff here is gonna get pulled because that's Abeka stuff. Anything that's Abeka, we're pretty much pulling at this point. They have what they need to do outside of my books. I'm trying to see if maybe it's tucked in between here somewhere. I don't know where it went. I don't know. It's here somewhere. I just gotta find it. Right as I did that, I remembered where it is. It's in this. I guarantee it. Yep, there's a bunch of my stuff. Yay, okay. I'm not stressed out. It'll be in here. So Matthew, do you feel like a gardener?
Yeah, I guess this is the most food we've ever grown, maybe. This is my level of gardening, though. I stuck it in a cup. I changed the water out about twice.
It looks good, though. They look healthy.
I've been rinsing the roots off, too. I don't know if I ought to or not. But,
we're just rinsing any potential dust off.
Yeah, these are freshly grown, but
I just want you to get any potential.
Yeah, I'm used to them all being the same length, so this would be a little bit trickier.
How do y'all feel about having some homegrown onions?
I think it'll taste different, and I hope it's good.
Why would it taste different?
Because they're fresh grown and fresh.
But yeah, also, these are really good in the kitchen. You can cut green onions with them. Imagine that.
Not good.
I watched somebody, I can't remember who it was, cut them, like with a knife. I'm like, where are the scissors?
You can get these like stupid fancy multi-scissors for shredding paper or whatever and cut, 3 inches of chives all the same length. Chives, green onions, whatever they are. Yeah, go ahead, but I mean, these work too.
Yummo! So we have porky chops and we have a side dish of white fluffy nasty that Matthew needs to take out to the road.
You don't remember the movie, The Stuff?
No.
Okay. So Lisa got a lot of stuff put away today. Opened up that whole area in the top of the cabinet, and the whole school area is kind of starting to be disassembled. It'll be really nice to get this whole area cleared out so we can see the space that we have here and kind of decide what we're going to do with it going forward. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to Anna You Know Who Vlogs. She says, OMG, my kids are the same way. They go into my pantry and leave everything in the dining room table. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom and homeschool my kids too. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, I get the feeling that kids' desire for snacking and getting into everything is probably fairly universal. It is good to know that we're not the only ones who come and find the kids have gotten into all the food. As for staying at home and homeschooling, that's something we approached with just a lot of prayer and a lot of patience and a lot of planning. For a very long time, we didn't think it would ever be possible. But in the end, we walked by faith and everything worked out. So I hope things work out for you as well. Well guys, we're getting real close to 2,000 subscribers. We plan on doing a giveaway once we hit that number. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that button. And if you are subscribed, why not share us with a friend? Well guys, thanks for joining us today. Good night.
Oh, hello. I'm glowing. Hi.